With the release of the new Batman film, I want to try and recreate the official poster of the movie using my Funko Pop Batman figure. So let's not waste any time, let's jump straight into it. Alright then, so now we're actually here. I've got this little product photography studio that you can actually get off Amazon for about 20 to 30 pounds. It's actually really cheap and you get all these different colour backdrops as well. So at the minute I'm going to be using red, obviously because that's what the colour of the poster is. But you can get like blue, you can get yellow, so it's really good. You can get a lot of different backgrounds for it. And it's also got a built-in light system, so all you do is plug it into the wall in a plug socket and then the lights turn on instantly. So that's a nice little way to light up your subject if you don't have like the big Godox light I'm using up here and also the Aperture MC. So it's a really good for beginner starter kit. I got it last year, I've not used it much, but I've actually whipped it out now just to get that red backdrop. I'm going to be using the Beast itself, the 70-200 to take the photo because I just love this lens so much. If you know me, you know this is my favourite lens, so I'm going to be using this lens and then I'm going to be playing around with different lighting with the Aperture MC, the Godox, the built-in light, just to try and take as many photos as possible, to be honest, so I can pick the best one. And then a lot of this work's also going to be in post-processing in Lightroom and Photoshop. Obviously it's raining in the poster and I'm not going to get rain indoors, so I'm going to have to try and recreate the rain in Photoshop. So I'm going to be trying doing the recreation now and I'll let you know how it goes after. Right, so now I've taken the photo, I'll put it into Lightroom and I just made some little adjustments basically. So what I've done, I made the background more saturated so you couldn't see any of the detail in like the actual material itself. I just wanted it to be pure red, and I upped the saturation and I also made the highlights red in the tones as well to make it even more red. And then I also upped the redness as well a little bit of Batman itself because I had the red aperture light on him as well, and obviously the whole poster's red. And then also because he's a pop figure, I've had him for ages now. He's been sitting on my shelf for so long. He's been a bit battered and he has a little mark on his front, quite a few marks actually. So basically what I've done, I just used the healing brush tool to remove all them marks on his face so you can't see him in the actual final image. Then I clicked right click and I click edit in Photoshop 2022. So then that's when I hopped into Photoshop and I found a raining image online, but I didn't want to find just any rain image because obviously it's red as well. I thought it would be cool and to make it look a bit similar to have the rain as red. So once I actually had the rain over the image itself, it obviously completely covered Batman in the background. But then what I've done then, I lowered the opacity of the actual rain to about 38. But what I liked about this is that it's not just rain behind him, it's rain in front of Batman. So it makes it look like it's actually raining in the actual photo. Obviously it's a pop figure, but I wanted to make it look as realistic as possible, if you get what I mean, because I wanted the rain to go over his face as well. So it's not just behind him, so it looks like he's actually in the rain. And then what I've done then, I clicked on the screen type from normal and I also clicked darken just to make it a little bit more better, I thought, the look of it. And then I went on the internet and actually got the Batman logo itself. I don't know if I can do that, to be honest, but I'm doing it anyway. So I got the Batman logo, and because it was a black background, when I masked out the whole logo to put it into the frame itself, it had all black bits behind. And then when I actually finished, I didn't realise, and then I looked and I thought that doesn't look right. So what I've done, I don't actually know a faster way to do this, to be honest. I'm not a Photoshop pro. I got the polygonal lasso tool and basically I went through all the black spots in the logo individually and removed them all just so it blends into the background more. So it literally just says the Batman and there's no black interfering with any of the image. So once that was done, I put it back into Lightroom. And then once I was in Lightroom, I just thought, because obviously it's a silhouette version of Batman in the whole photo and I didn't get that silhouetted version of my pop figure, I just thought I'll add a linear gradient at the bottom and just lower the exposure a bit just to create a bit more dramatic vibe to it. And basically this is how the photo turned out. This is the before and after of the raw file and actually the final image itself, and then obviously the Robert Pattinson's Batman poster next to it as well. So if you did enjoy, hit the like button and subscribe to see more. The link is in the description below for the product studio that I found on Amazon if you're interested. So thanks very much for watching and I'll see you guys on the next video. See you later.